What's going on, y'all? I just wanted to tune in real quick, give y'all an update. I know y'all seen some pictures and stuff like that regarding the previous prison ministry that we went on. Man, I don't even know where to start.
Man, I don't even know what to expect. Here we are, we're going to prison, like, willingly.
I ended up meeting a man, a prison minister. I don't know what we call him, prison pastor, whatever. We ended up meeting a guy that had a whole team of ministers that would go on these things called WOW journeys, and we got invited to go on one with him. Now, we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know any of these other men. We didn't even know the dude that initially invited us, really. We just knew that we wanted to go back to where we came from, prison, and spread the gospel and really bring awareness to the fact that God is real.
Man, so, I mean, what a powerful experience to go into a place to where they're literally captive, literally confined. Some of them for the rest of their life. Some of them will never even see the light of day again.
We had to be at the prison at 6:45 a.m. and then we was in the prison until 4 p.m. The object of the journey was to show people the love of Christ. So allow Christ to inhabit us and allow him just to be him through us to them. You know what I'm saying? So they literally came into contact with Jesus Christ.
We all had a table, you know. I was table of John. They had Mark, Luke, John, Peter, Paul, David. And so everybody had their own family. And, you know, throughout this process, they said that there was people that were praying for us, and you kind of in one ear and out the other. And at the end of the journey, which was day 4, they brought us all into the day room, and there was a group of people that was out there. And, you know, nobody really knew who they were, and the facilitators just kind of led up to the point that, hey, you know, the people that we told you that were really praying for you, they're here. It really did something for those dudes to know that, like, hey, there's people out there that you've never even met, they care for you. Like, you really, really matter.
There was this one Muslim dude in particular, he just came for the honey buns. Every time it was his time to speak, he was like, yeah, what's up with them honey buns though? And you can tell he wasn't really receptive. He didn't come for Christ at all. By day 4, he gave Christ praise. Obviously he converted. He gave Jesus praise that Jesus sent us in there to him. There's so many different stories I could tell.
To see grown men with multiple life sentences crying at the altar. 19 people, 19 men came to the Lord.
We've seen transformations. First day we had like 9 salvations, and I'm shooting from the hip. It could be more, it could be less. I don't think it was less because I lowball. But anyways, first day we had like 9 salvations. Second day like 15 salvations. Third day like 21 salvations. Fourth day, I don't even know how many salvations. I stopped counting.
Man, this is an experience that has changed my life forever. Like, I will never be the same behind this.
Most beautiful of all is seeing them on the first day, how they was like thug, gangster, hard, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. By day 4, which was the last day of this program we were in, by day 4, they were soft. Man, those dudes was broken down. Words can't even explain what's going on in this prison. I got opportunity to share a bit of my testimony, and the Spirit of the Lord was up on me, and my heart began to burn. And the Lord highlighted somebody to me, and it was cool because afterwards, he approached me and told me he's fixing to get out in a few months, which is one of the few that has a release date. And he was just asking me how I did it. He respected what I said, but I could tell he wasn't really going for it, because all he knows is the streets. So they did an altar call that same day, and I just knew this was yesterday, I just knew he was gonna go to the altar. I'm looking at the back of this man's head when they doing the altar call, because I know God's dealing with him internally. And he didn't go. So today, the Holy Spirit, God arranged for me to be able to worship. It was one of my rap songs. but by the piano, and he was ate up, man. He was just crying like a big baby. And that's of course that's not normal in prison. So I did another song, half a song anyway, and then he stood up and he said, bro, in front of everybody, now we got a room full of 70-something people, and he stood up, tears all in his eyes, and he said, can you do that, the first song again? He said, please. And I started crying. I said, only if you come to the altar. And as he was coming to the altar, I just began doing the song. And he was up there weeping like a big baby. And he surrendered. Now, this is just one story among many.
I think it was on day 3 where everybody that went in, volunteers and assistants and leaders, wrote everybody a letter. And so we put it in a brown bag, and everybody that was there got a bag full of mail. And some of them dudes ain't never got no mail before. Some of them dudes have been lost and forgotten to the world that, again, something so insignificant to us changed the course of their day. And to watch those dudes open those letters and tear up and cry in a room full of killers, in a room full of lifers, in a room full of stone cold gangsters. It was a powerful moment to like really watch God work on their hearts.
That's all we did. We just went in there. We made our bodies available to Christ. We went in there and just displayed His love towards them.
And that dude Nakia, man, like he was just drawn to me, you know. And like at first, you know, we don't talk about what they did or where they've been or how long they got or nothing like that, you know. And to be able to connect with that dude just on like a personal level, and really see that like he really wants to grow and be a better person, like that's humbling. And then he opens up to a point to where he's like, man, I got 2 life sentences.
You know, some of these dudes, they're never gonna go home. You know, some of these dudes are literally never gonna get a letter. And yet, on multiple occasions, as they would stand up, they would say, we see the love of Jesus through you guys. We see the love of Christ. You showed us what true love really looks like.
I just know it was powerful, and I just wanted to get on here and bring y'all up to speed and make y'all aware that there's people in prison that society has cast away, that society has forgotten about, but they're still citizens of heaven.